Hello and welcome to the History Project. My name's George and this is Pete. Today we're at Hawthorn Trench in Elam. Hawthorn Trench is a reconstruction of a World War I trench system and it's used for educational purposes.
So I'm super excited today, George. We've got Swingate School from Snodland. Richard Dingle, who runs this experience, has got a mega amount of knowledge. He walked me through the trench last week and told me about the sort of stuff he's going to be telling the kids, and it's fantastic. So I really can't wait to get started.
It's going to be brilliant, isn't
it? Yeah. So we're going to be like fly on the wall. We're not leading this. It's a bit different. So this isn't something that we're doing. We're recording this and we're visiting this site to show others what's going on here. So we're going to be doing an observatory role today, George, aren't we?
It's going to be quite nice today. We can sit back and relax to a certain extent, watch someone else do all the hard work.
Started, yes.
So it started when a Serbian Black Hand member came to Austria-Hungary and killed Franz Ferdinand.
Spot on.
Oh my god. This is sick.
They're like little houses.
Yeah, they're like you can see through.
So then you don't get... you can use it for?
You can put your gun through it.
Yeah, you can put
Your gun through it, shot your head.
Oh, so they don't run out of bullets. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
So not much went on in the daytime, but night time there was a lot going on. There was lots of soldiers out there. There was engineers putting mines out, repairing the barbed wire. There was night raiders going over and looking in each other's trench from both sides. Both sides would do night raids. Little groups of men would go to and fro and see what's going on in their trenches. Sometimes they would try and catch a soldier and take him back to see if they could get information of where their artillery was stationed.
No, obviously they
No, from here.
No, obviously because they would have men looking down that way. Because no man's land was around them.
Oh, yeah.
Not just
They
straight.
didn't just have one medic son, so they had two. Phoebe, did you
Yeah,
see
more
where...
than two.
No, they had two. That's
Oh,
why we're down
oh,
there.
oh,
All those
no,
units.
two different times. Apparently they all Why is it like a train? We found the train.
Lexi, I don't have to duck. Only when I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Let's go, come on! Yeah, all of you forget.
So we spent the morning being like a fly on the wall watching this experience as we go, and it's been adapted somewhat, this trench, since we've last been down it. I know we've just said that, but even still, I mean, there's a bit in the middle there, and it was actually vandalised, set fire. They don't know who did it, but they've actually left it as it is, because you can't recreate that sort of destruction, and it adds to the realism, doesn't it?
It looks really, really genuine. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
So I got some shots of that, and I was just really impressed with that, and I like the idea of just leaving it. I mean, the kids have had an absolutely amazing time, haven't they?
They have, yeah, they've really enjoyed it. It's worth pointing out as well that how realistic the trench is. It's not like somebody's literally just, you know, dug some footings for a conservatory and decided that they're going to turn it into a World War I experience. You walk around this and you think, oh my God, how long this would have taken to construct in the first place. And the work they're doing over here from an educational point of view is absolutely outstanding. You know, with the History Project, we're all about taking kids out of the classroom into different environments and teaching them history and giving them great experiences that they'll remember. You can't think of a better environment to teach kids about trench warfare than an actual trench. It's absolutely amazing.
Really impressed, and bearing in mind it's just a father and son that's decided to do this and dig all this out. It's just an incredible amount of work. I can't imagine the amount of hours they must have put into it.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, the kids have spent the morning exploring the trench, folks. So we thought we'd take you on a journey to explore it too.
Should we lead the way?
Let's go. So we've been here before, haven't we, Pete? Some of you viewers at home may remember when we came here to film behind the scenes for a war film called Beaumont Hamel. But I can't remember this amazing railway track being here.
No, when we was here filming that, I seem to remember that there was still some work to be done at this back bit. And it appears that a lot of that's been done, and this is quite clearly a railway track.
I mean, this trench just gets better and better and better, doesn't it?
So presumably this is a supply route. They would have used the railways to take supplies to the front line. I think the other side's supposed to be like the front line, and this side's supposed to be like what's like a step backwards, right?
Yeah. Brilliant. Let's carry on.
Where do you even get railway track from, George?
Okay. Looks like a shell's landed there, Pete.
Well, there's loads of good stuff over there, but this has been destroyed. Now, I was going to suggest going back round, George, but I think we could crawl through there.
We can do this,
Go on,
can't we?
Right, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right.
It's all like the little attention to detail bits I love. Like a little cook stove and that. There's this would have been where they made cups of tea for all the people on the front line. I love cups of tea. So this would probably be where I'd be hanging out.
Yeah.
It's just lovely, a little shelf.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's every kid's dream, this, isn't it? In the back garden.
Yeah, it really is.
Did you notice when we was walking around with the kids, the officers' room? Did you go in there?
I haven't been in there yet. I'm very keen to get in there though.
If you go that way and to the left, can I take you in there?
Yeah, let's
Because
go and
I
have a
popped
look.
my head in there when they were in there, and I just think you'd love that.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So
Yeah, let's go and have a look.
So, what do you think, mate? I mean, I was just blown away by this little room.
Yeah, it really brings it home. You know, what is quite noticeable as soon as you come in here is the human element. You know, as amazing as the trench is, the one thing it's missing is millions of suffering soldiers, really. And when you come into this room, you know, you see the, you know, personal items like photographs and things like that. It makes you realise how absolutely terrible it would have been in the trenches, thinking of your family at home. It's horrendous. Also, it's worth pointing out, they say, you know, officers slept in relative comfort in comparison to a lot of the other soldiers in the trenches that literally slept on the floor. And you look around this room, it's not exactly a 5-star hotel, is it?
You couldn't get away with doing it for an Airbnb, could you?
No, you couldn't. No. But you'd been very lucky sleeping in a room
Yeah.
like this if you were serving in the trenches.
And listen to Richard say that there's 2 bunks there, but it would have had 4 officers living here.
Yeah.
Because they, at any one time, 2 would always be on duty. So they'd get away with just having 2 bunks.
Yeah, I imagine if you liked your personal space, you would have really struggled in the trenches. But I imagine, you know, they had far worse things to think about than their own personal space issues.
Amazing job.
Right.
Yeah, should we go forwards?
Let's move on.
Onwards and upwards then. So this is the front line, the Allied front line. There's the ladder for going over the top. There's the bucket for having a pee in. There's a bell there. It's brilliant, isn't it? You know, this is a platform for them to stand on and fire their rifles. It's so well thought out ammo crate there.
And it looks like there's a lot of people, folks, been firing rifles as well.
Periscope there for looking over the top. Would you want to go over the top, George?
I do. Let's do this.
I'll blow the whistle and then we go, yeah? It's slippery. Alcohol, whistle. Go on, whistle.
Go! Attack!
Quite itchy, but one thing about it, you could stand in the pouring rain for 5 hours before you got wet. It would hold the rain off for about 5 hours, but the only problem is, if you took it off to dry it out, you wouldn't get it back on again because it would shrink. So the only way to dry it out was to leave it on. So they was either dry or wet. Would fit you. This was the army issue shirt, like a granddad collar shirt. Providing you had your tunic on, the officers didn't mind what you wore underneath. So because the postal service was so good, you could write home and say, please mum, can I have another shirt? And you'd have it, within 4 days you'd have another shirt. This is the officer's uniform. These are slightly different. They're made of a finer material, different colour green, and they've got a lining. Shiny buttons. We spoke about the fact that the officers led from the front, and this made them very distinguished. Sorry?
What's the top brand?
Field Marshal. But they wouldn't be on the front line. It was the captains and that were on the front line. So these shiny buttons were a bit of a drawback because they shone out in the night. If it was a moonlit night, you'd be able to see them.
See when they get there.
My favourite part of the day is when we all dressed up and we learnt about how, like, what the soldiers used to wear and what they would do.
So today my favourite thing was playing in the trench, acting like the Germans attacking the English. It was really fun learning about like the different stuff in the trenches, and it actually over there looks really realistic.
Hi, my name is Finley, and today I've really enjoyed going in the trenches and trying on the costumes.
My name is Oliver, and I found dressing up in their uniforms and wearing the hats the most fun, as it really made me feel like I was going into a time machine and was like wearing what the soldiers from World War I wore and using their weapons. I also liked climbing up and down the ladder in the trenches because we learned about how they used to run up the ladder and scream to invade no man's land, and it actually felt like I was in no man's land invading it myself.
Hello, my name is Phoebe, and my favourite thing was going down the ladder of the trenches, as I was very scared of it, as I have a fear of heights, and I actually accomplished it.
Oh, well, that was an absolutely amazing day, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Kids absolutely loved it.
Quite surprised at how much they got from that, and obviously it's a powerful experience for them, but speaking to them at the end of the day, you're having that time at the end where you get to go and have a little chat with them, and their mind's been blown today, really, isn't it?
Yeah. What Richard and the rest of the team here at Hawthorn Trench are doing is absolutely amazing, and hopefully, we can add to this experience if we can bring some schools here. And
yeah, if you know of any schools and they're doing World War I topic work, you really must tell them about this place. I've not seen a better place where you can come and learn about World War I than actually getting dressed up like World War I soldiers with masks on and actually going in a proper bona fide trench.
Yeah, this is it.
I mean, I've not heard of a single place. I mean, movies use this as like movie sets, right? It's that good. So yeah, schools, if you know anyone at a school, get yourselves down to Hawthorn Trench. It really is amazing.
Fantastic. We'll see you next time, folks.